Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Evoland 2. Last time we made our way past the bridge by collapsing a big boulder on it and trapping the soldiers on the other side. And after that we went through a haunted forest where we needed to beat up ghosts in order to get through it. It was very exciting. It did end up a little bit sad though, that the one that's in charge of the ghost, Jatai, in the end lost all his friends because we took them out. So I'm hoping eventually we'll be able to do something for him, making him a little bit happier. But for now, we're at Minos' compound, where they called him Lord. So there's something going on there, and we're gonna find out now. And just for disclosure, I did grind a little bit in the haunted forest, so we are 2 levels higher once again, with a little bit extra HP, attack and defense power. And of course a little bit of extra cash, which never hurts of course. We still haven't found an actual shop that we can use it on, like for equipment purposes or something like that. But maybe in the encampment we can buy some more stuff as well. So let's continue on. Unless you're spies. How some humans like you fooled Lord Minos? That I do not know, but I've got my eye on you. If Lord Minos trusts you, then so do I. You're lucky, humans. Yeah, I can totally imagine why they would distrust a human. They're at war with us, and then suddenly 2 random humans start helping demons in the middle of a war? Yeah, I'd be suspicious as well. Humans in the Demon King's camp. Now I've seen it all. Don't touch anything. The third thing I want to know is, why is Minos called Lord Minos? I assume it's because he's the son of the ruler, or he's the ruler himself. So if he is the ruler, like I said before, the implications of what we did here in the past to the future is gonna be gigantic. You should probably follow Lord Minos and see what's happening, but since you seem so interested in the lives of demon soldiers here, I'll tell you about my own. I was born 60 years ago, which makes me fairly young for a demon. We live much longer than humans, you know? My childhood in Demonia was rather peaceful. There were indeed a few wars with your previous emperor, but nothing too serious. Fairly routine, you know. Humans and demons have never really gotten along, which reminds me that I once had a human friend. He wasn't like you at all, but we had some good times together. And that's probably why I'm telling you all this. In fact, what I was going to say, I don't really remember, but no matter. Thank you for coming and speaking with me. It's nice to chat with someone. The other demons don't like to talk to me, on account that I talk too much. As if liking to talk was a flaw. Well, it's true I like to have a chat with people and come and see me, but then they quickly walk away. Do you have any idea why? I have an inkling. No, of course you don't. It also seems that I forget that I've met people, and so I do the same thing over and over. Can you believe that? I for one believe it because I don't know if you have noticed, but everyone does the same thing. It's really odd, isn't it? I do wonder, there's the unsolved mystery in there somewhere, a hidden meaning to the universe. That we're all just robots to spit out what someone else wrote. Yeah, I know I'm talking nonsense, but why not, right? After all, the greatest strides made by science were based on the most outrageous theories. Well, that's me done, I think. Yeah. She talks a lot. But come on, if everyone is ignoring her because of her stories, she just wants a little bit of attention, why not? I listen. Aren't you hungry? I am, and you look pretty appetizing. Like I was going to eat you. Then again, that is the kind of stories you tell to your young ones, right? No, all demons end up being vegetarians, I bet. That would be very, very funny. You human friends attacked us by surprise, despite the truce we observed for nearly 10 years. How could they be so cowardly? Any friend of Lord Minos is a friend of mine. What do you need? Finally. Ooh. Attack 5, defense 4. Interesting. Now I do wonder if I did get those specialty equipment, would they have been better or worse than this? But we're definitely gonna get it. Yes. You got bronze sword. It looks nice, but dang, it's heavy. You got bronze armor. Whenever you take it off, you'll be able to jump 10 feet in the air. That's a Dragon Ball reference, isn't it? When he takes off his armor, when he's fighting Piccolo in a tournament, that he's able to jump so high in the air, because how much he's used to the extra weight. Come back anytime. I might, you never know. Father, I have returned. Menos, my son. I thought I had lost you. When the Empire soldiers joined forces with the sorcerers and attacked us out of nowhere, despite our 10-year truce, you were the one who stepped in and allowed us to escape. I only did my duty as a general of our people's army. I had to protect you. Ah, so he's the general. Well, that is a good enough reason to call him Lord, definitely. You did your duty, I'll grant you that. The current situation is dire. Following the surprise attack by the Empire's forces, we were separated from the rest of the army. I have been trying to rally our troops from here, but we're too far behind. The sorcerer's powers is too great. Father, we must fight. I know, but things are off to a bad start. I fear Demonia will be attacked before we can reach and defend it. After centuries of coexistence, it seems the humans have now decided to exterminate us. We cannot let that happen. And not all humans are evil. I've learned that during my stay in Genova. I am glad that you made friends in these dark times. Father, there is something else. The Empire. They have built something they call the weapon. I have yet to identify its energy source, but it has frightening power. If they ever used it against us, our entire kingdom would be wiped off the map. I'd heard stories about this weapon, but I did not think. If what you say is true, we must stop them from ever using it. I will not leave my people to die. Father. Dad. Hey. Isn't that the kid that tried to disturb the guardian of the forest and activate the monolith? It is, isn't it? Dad, you came back. I knew you were alive. My son. Forgive me, my absence must have caused you much grief. No, not one bit. I didn't even cry. I knew my dad was the strongest of all. Yes, your father is very strong indeed. He killed all those mean humans and came home. Yeah. Are those humans your prisoners, Dad? No, those are nice humans. I would even call them my friends. Nice humans? But there are no nice humans. You shall see when you grow up. I hope you too will have human friends. Never. Miss Fina, Megaclink, forgive him. He is but a child, and to him all humans are the enemy. Oh, I understand. But if human children and demon children all believe the myths, can there ever be peace between our two people? I almost forgot. You did not come here to listen to these stories. I will take you to the Megalith. It's north of the encampment on the bluff. Thank you. He didn't answer my question. Well, that in itself is an answer to your question. No. If two sides keep telling them flat out lies to hate the other side, there's no way in hell there's ever gonna be peace unless someone showed them a better way. Yeah. So, You're like a superhero, but you're human. Weird. Humans and demons being friends. How naive. Thank you for helping my son escape. The kingdom of Demonia is eternally grateful to you. I must find a way to contact Lothar. We must avoid this disaster. Yeah, so basically they're in the negotiating phase, and what we've known of the future, where we came from, something didn't go right, and the humans ended up obliterating all the demons. Except, what we just found out, the son of Minos. Is an assumption. I think he is, but I have to look that back to see if that's the case. So I'm probably gonna watch my own first episode just to see what it is. For now, let's see if we can go to the Megalith and see what happens, but I have a feeling we're gonna go back into the future to our own time and find out that the demons won instead of the humans. Yeah, I think we messed that up. And if that's the case, then maybe, again, we can go back to the past and maybe find a way for demons and humans to coexist and find the real source of this entire conflict. But yeah, I'm going ahead of myself with my theories. So let's see what the Megalith is gonna do here. Here is the Megalith I spoke of. That's definitely a Megalith. It has the same symbols etched into it as the one that brought us here. But then, I don't know how to activate it. Well, last time we muttered the words that were written on the Megalith itself. So maybe it's the same here? Activated? Megaliths are nothing more than monuments of the ancient Magi civilization. They do not serve any purpose. What was that? Dad! It's the Empire. The sorcerers are attacking the camp. What? How in the world did they find us? Find them? No member of the Demonian royal family must get away. Ah, there you are. The great mages. Run away, son. Run! Minos Demonia, son of King Arthas, general and the heir to the throne. I have you to thank for this. Me? No. How did you? How did I follow you? Oh, it wasn't that hard, although I didn't think you would make it through the haunted forest. But when you did survive, all it took to track you down was guessing where you would exit from. And here I am. What have I done? This is all my fault. Oh, don't fret now. You won't have to despair much longer. Watch out! Uh-oh. We rid Minos from his timeline. Ooh, this is bad. They disappeared? How could that be? Find them! They can't be very far. Really? A mage, a sorcerer, not knowing what a Megalith does? That seems weird to me for some reason. Oh, this is cool. This looks beautiful. Hello? Well, what the heck were you doing here? You weren't taking advantage of me being... No, I'm not that kind of person. Guru might be, I'm not. Where are we anyway? The Megalith? It activated when the sorcerer destroyed it. It means we're back home. Well, I hope. I haven't this strange feeling of volume. Just like that day I ate too much chocolate, but without the stomach ache. Don't you have the same feeling, Kuro? Yeah, I feel a bit more 3D. It's odd. None of us had chocolate mousse. Anyway, enough about this chocolate mousse thing. The Megalith will no longer work. Where have the sorcerer gone? And my son, how is he? Menos. Actually, it's a bit complicated. Where should I begin? What do you mean, complicated? They are all dead, is that it? Well... Hold on, let me explain. This isn't gonna be easy. We're not in the same time as before. Kuro and me come from the present. I mean, for you it's the future. But to us, your present is our past. I'm not sure I'm being very clear. I did not understand this thing. They are all dead. Is that what you're trying to tell me? In a way, yes. Or maybe they're just older. I refuse to continue this conversation. I must find my son and save my father. I think I'm gonna need a new approach. We can't leave him alone, Kuro. Yeah, because I have an idea. I think not only did we go to the future, I think we went past our own timeline and went even further, and that's why we are now in 3D. And when you think about it, it's actually a really nice touch, isn't it? Like the evolution of games from pixelated to detailed pixelated to 3D is also like an evolution in time. And I think that's what they're showing here as well. If I'm right about it. Because I wouldn't be too surprised if this here is the future. Way past what... What the hell is that? Is that Lothar? Menos. In the year 950 of our Lord, here were the demons vanquished by the Emperor Lothar and his troops. The inscription on this statue. How is this possible? That's what I was trying to explain, Menos. The Megalith. We traveled through time. Kurenane came from the year 999, almost 50 years after the demons were defeated. An accident led us to your time, and the Empire captured us. And when the great Magus destroyed the Megalith, something came out of it. I think that thing brought us here. I really wish we'd return home, but I get the feeling we're in a different time period. All of this seems impossible. And yet, this statue. But why? What is the meaning of our lives if everything is already written? I don't understand it much myself, but look at Kuro. He continues to fight, no matter what. At first I was terrified at the thought of being lost, but by following Kuro I began to understand. Life is just right now, this very moment, wherever you happen to be. I don't know if the past has already happened or if the future can be changed, but I know I existed right here, right now. It's just me in here and now, and Kuro is the one who made me realize that, so I'm not afraid anymore. Although rats and mushrooms still do it, of course. I am not convinced. My people have been conquered, and I shouldn't be here. My son, what has become of him? Well, to be honest, I wouldn't be too surprised if that really was his son that we saw in the forest at the beginning of the game. That he's grown up into a villain fighting against the human race, trying to resurrect his fellow demons. That's probably the reason why he was at the Megalith, trying to get back in time himself to change everything. But yeah, instead of asking ourselves all these questions, we'd be better off looking for another Megalith. If we were able to go back into the past, then you should be able to return to your own time. Let's focus on that, instead of dwelling on the questions we can't answer. Hey, don't I sound like an adult, Kuro? I don't know if I can be as strong as Megaclink or Miss Fina, but I'll do my best. He looks really cool in 3D, doesn't he? But yeah, can you imagine being whisked to the future in a time you do not belong to, hearing that your entire race has been annihilated by the humans? Yeah, it would drive me crazy if that was the case. Yeah, I really like this look. Okay, so is that... Yeah, this is thinking Mayan Bridge? Maybe. Could this be the old encampment? Ah, no, this BB stand. That might be the haunted forest? Oh, this is another reference to Dragon Ball, isn't it? Instead of Baba, it's BB. Oh, definitely that reference. Ah, what a fine young man you are. Folks call me Granny BB. But I've got the heart of a young woman. Besides, I'm not really that old. So, anyway, feel free to invite me out some evening. We could go out for potions. Maybe more if you feel a spark. Hey, speaking of potions, what can I do for you, darling? Buy a potion? I hope you brought me the good stuff, my sweet gummy bear. Oh yeah. I think this is it. I think we're gonna get the green gel thing here. Granny BB is gonna fix you a real nice potion. You got the green potions, restores half of your HP. Think of me when your pretty lips touch the bottle. Damn, what a sultry old woman. What can I do for you, darling? Let's leave it at that. See you soon, my rubber ducky. Damn, she really is quite the cougar, isn't she? Nothing like Baba. Alright, let's see if we can check out the Haunted Forest. I wonder if Shatai is still here. If you bump into the boss, don't judge him by his appearance. Some people call him a monster, but that's cause they don't know him. And anyway, he takes good care of us. Without him, we'd just be run-of-the-mill thieves. Ah, is their boss gonna be Shatai? Ah, a new recruit? Don't you worry, the job is really easy. You just find stuff that's banned in the capital and resell it to the people who want it. It's not too dangerous as long as you don't get caught by the militia, of course. Yeah, because they are requisitioning the items from the people and selling it back to them. Yeah, I really like the look of the game now. It's not that I didn't like the pixel, but this gives us literally an entirely new dimension to enjoy. I used to live in Genova. My dream was to become a trader, but I quickly learned that only traders' sons become traders. So then I came here. When you think about it, our work is kind of like what traders do. Don't say anything bad about the boss. He's our savior. Many of us are sons of pirates. Long ago, a volcano erupted on our island. The boss took us in, and taught us a new trade. Or maybe their boss is Roberts, the very known pirate from years and years back. The boss grew up here, so he's very attached to the forest. Personally, I found it a bit gloomy at first, but I got used to it eventually. What? Ghosts? You do know ghosts don't exist, right? Oh no, they do exist. I actually killed them in this specific forest. If you're looking for the boss, I'm afraid he's had a bad day. He took off to get some rest in his lair. Best not to disturb him while he's in that mood. He has a short fuse. And besides, his lair is chock full of booby traps. Anyway, it's up to you. You've been warned. Ooh, interesting. I was about to say, what do you guys think? Do we need to go down the lair? I can already guess what you guys are gonna say. Actual 3D dungeon. Yeah, that's definitely Shitai's face. Huh. I don't know if this is for the main story or if we need to pass a bridge, go to Genova and see in what time we are. But I'm really intrigued on doing this dungeon. You know what, I'm gonna explore the rest of the forest, and next time we're gonna do this entirely of the dungeon and see if we can get to Shitai. We might be doing it way earlier than we're supposed to, but hey, it's open right now, right? So the game should allow us to be able to get there. Okay, so we cannot destroy those rocks. Can you? No, she can't. It's not like we can go through the forest. It should be easier to see like openings where we can traverse through. Huh. Alright, so that's the forest. I was really hoping that we could destroy those rocks and get a little bit deeper, but alas, that's not possible right now. So, I think I'm gonna leave it right here. So we have a fresh start next time on the dungeon. What we're gonna do there is we're gonna explore the entirety of the thing, or at least as how far we can get. Because if we're not supposed to be there right now, there will be a point that the game will stop us. If we can get to Shitai, I want to talk to him and see if he now has actually made friends, or if these humans are like the ghost and, again, are his servants instead of his friends. But that will be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to press that like button and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.